Well, it's here and we are in the middle of a wear test from the Supreme Bio-Complex Liquid Foundation from WESTMAN Atelier. This is shade M1. We're going to talk about shades. We're going to talk about who this is for and who it is not for. This is a medium coverage. It's kind of a lightweight serum, but it actually promises to be a true foundation feeling. This formula was very precise. There were one or two that were tossed, just were not good enough, and we're not up to Gucci Westman standards. She really went in here to make something real. This took about 3 years to develop. It's supposed to be a natural blurred skincare forward foundation with Supreme Skin Bio-Complex technology and feel lit from within, not greasy, not dewy, kind of a natural look to the skin. It's supposed to look better as the day goes on. We're going to be testing all that and we're going to talk about it in comparison to the other Vital Skin foundations that Gucci Westman has, including the foundation drops and the foundation stick, $69, which for Westman Atelier, I thought it would be, I mean, there's not a ton of product, doesn't look, I mean, you know, but a little goes a long way, and I thought it would be more. I know that sounds crazy. Are we just getting completely, you know, jaded with prices? I don't know. Is this going to live up to it? I am in the middle of testing it right now. I'm not going to give it away. We're going to go now to me trying it on. I do have from a few hours ago some video I took outside in the warm California sunshine, so you can kind of see it through the day. I am used to disliking foundations that everyone else loves. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's go to the demo. Let's just get this show right on the road. Here we go. So let's give this a try. I have had a little sneak peek of this M1 shade, and it does seem to work. So we'll see if we love it. A lot of different shades. I mean, with 30 shades, there's a lot to go with. So let's try one side of the face first. We're looking for medium blurred coverage. I probably put too much on. I'll put a little over here. Pretend I didn't. Just kind of blotting it out. Probably used too much. I think a little goes a long way here because we want the skin to show through. That's okay. It's buildable. And this should be lit from within. Not at all greasy, which I didn't like from her previous Vital Skin. Okay, let's see what we got here. Just trying to get a little bit of that on. I think I did pretty well with the shades, you guys. And remember, we have a really skincare forward. All right, let's see. I just kind of dotted it on there. I'm not going to use any concealer or anything. So we just got it on one side of the face. I'll just kind of blend it a little bit gently with my hands. I think hands are a good tool with foundation, you guys. And I always talk about how on any of the social media channels with beauty, people don't like hands on the face, but so many of you have told me you're doing that at home too. So I'm being really gentle, and of course I'll wash my hands. All right, well, let's take a look here. We've got one side of the face in this M1 from Gucci Westman. This side of the face, just morning skincare. We're going to let this go all day. Gosh, that is skin-like, isn't it? It's really pretty. All right, I'm going to speed it up, and I'll do this side, and then we'll take a look at the whole face. Okay, stay there. Okay, so first of all, let me just say, I really love, this is just off the cuff, I really love that this is an actual foundation. I have been expressing this lately because I review pretty much every one that comes out, every foundation that comes out. I'm getting sick of serum foundations. I don't like how quickly they go into the skin. I like that this is a traditional foundation. Thank you, Gucci Westman. I think this is, yeah, this is a traditional foundation. I love that it just hits that medium spot. I enjoy that. I am just using my hands, and when I step off camera here, I will indeed wash my hands off, obviously, you guys. But I like that feel of just touching the skin. Nothing is sticky, and this feels self-setting. If you are a powder junkie, you just love powder, go for it. I'm not, and I won't need it with this. This will just kind of set up really nice, I can tell. So it's not feeling sticky, but it's not really like those serum foundations that just kind of become part of the skin, like they feel like a piece of paper. I don't enjoy that. I like a natural feel. So this feels really nice. I think it looks really natural. I don't think it looks like I'm wearing foundation. How did I do on the shade? Remember, I could use a little bronzer or something, you know. It's not perfectly matching my neck, but it's not bad. And I don't mind using a little bit of bronzer. I had a comment in one of my last foundation videos where someone said it's kind of nice to go a little lighter and then it's bright and then you can kind of use some blush and use some bronzer. I kind of agree with that, you know, and it looks pretty self-setting. Now this is supposed to get better looking as the day goes on, which is the one thing I can say I do like about a serum. Most serum foundations do get better as the day goes on, but this one supposedly does as well. So we will be the judge of that. And we're going to talk about who should get this and who can save their money. There are so many new releases happening, and I doubt most of you who really follow the beauty industry, if you're here because you're a fan of beauty, you probably have a lot of foundations. But you might not have a lot of traditional foundations right now because serum foundations have been ruling the roost. So we're going to talk about the difference between this one and the other two Westman Atelier foundations, and we're going to let this go as long as we possibly can. I'm going to put a little bit more makeup on over this, and then you guys, it's going to be hours and hours and hours for me, but for you guys, it's going to be just like this. Okay, it has been 10 hours, but first, let me draw your attention to about 5 hours ago, so right there in the middle. Here is me outside in the sunshine when it was still nice and sunny. Not so much anymore. It's later in the day, but take a look at that about 5 hours in. That's me. Same lip shade, a little bit fresher. It's been reapplied since then, obviously. But take a look at that. Looking good, huh? It looks like real skin. A little bit dewy on me, which is interesting because I actually powdered it, you guys. I actually powdered it. Not with powder, but I have on a little bit of, in that video, a little bit of the Hermes, you know, that new powder they did with kind of a bronzer and a blush shade and all that. I just kind of put that over, and it's still a little bit dewy, but not oily looking. I think it strikes the right balance. And now we are 10 hours in. I have reapplied the lip shade twice, so don't let that fool you. It's actually coming off. Let's take a look at 10 hours in. All over the face. This is again the shade M1. Looking very, very nice. I'll tell you what it does really well, and then we'll talk about who this is for, because it is $69, and I always say if money were no object, money's always an object. Okay, number one, blurring. Yeah, I have some pores here, and I have some enlarged pores here, and you can't see them. One of the best blurring foundations I have ever seen. Every foundation says that it blurs. This one truly does. Some of them do. This one truly does. I don't have a problem with it at all. I like the fact that it is true medium coverage, but buildable, but true medium. Just kind of comes out the bottle medium and builds. I like that. It is not settling into fine lines. I have no concealer on, no primer, and no finishing powder. I do have a powder product on, as I said, but no, I haven't powdered under the eyes, and I kind of used it as a concealer, and it's actually working, which it shouldn't have to do, and it doesn't claim to do, but it is. You know, I could obviously use a little concealer. I look tired, but it was pretty good. And I wouldn't have had to powder it under the eyes or around the nose. I haven't, and it's been 10 hours, and it's not pulling apart or needing me to kind of tap. And I smile, I laugh, you know, you can't shut me up, I'm always talking. Very interesting. Gosh darn, guys, this is a good foundation. I thought I would hate it. Let me tell you where I'm coming from, because I want to talk about who needs this and who doesn't, okay? Because it's $69, 30 shades. I've had a lot of you telling me that you feel the shades are too warm. If you have in store and can get color matched, I would do it that way. I am not finding this shade too warm. I got a kind of a neutral shade, the M1, but I'm usually not medium. I'd usually be a light medium. This is a light medium shade. It's the lighter of the light medium shades, but I went ahead and got a medium. I don't think it's too warm for me. I'm not feeling that it's making me look yellow. This is a complaint I've had from my audience though. So if you can get in and get color matched, I would. And some are saying that they can't find a color, which I think is a shame. A lot of you are comparing it to her complexion drops. I do not like those. I think they are oily. They are dewy, and that's pretty, but I don't like the feel of the oil. Keep in mind, a base level here. I do not like the Lisa Eldridge skin tint, and I do not like the Victoria Beckham Beauty skin tint. I know, blasphemy, because my audience loves those products, especially if you're dry skinned. I find them greasy, I find them oily, I find them uncomfortable, and I feel the same about the Westman Atelier Vital Skin Complexion Drops, okay? So know where I'm coming from as your base. Also know that I am sick to death, as I said earlier, of traditional, at this point, serum foundations, which blend into the skin immediately. I want a true creamy foundation feel. This one has it, okay? The Vital Skin Foundation Stick is also medium, also buildable, but it has a little bit of a slightly dewier finish in the Westman Atelier. It's certainly convenient in a stick and great for travel. I think, to me, this is the best of both worlds, okay? This, to me, is natural matte, so it's got that tiny bit of like life to it that looks like skin. It's not matte like say a Dior matte would be, but it's also not shiny, and it doesn't have that oil feel that I feel. Her Complexion Drops, Victoria Beckham Beauty, and Lisa Eldridge, all three of those I kind of put in the same category. And I like it better than the thicker feel of her Complexion Stick, though the stick is of course convenient. This has more of a perfected blur. I think this is definitely lit from within, which I'm hearing reviewers say, and I agree with that. And also, it's a very natural, my skin is showing through. I don't believe it looks like or feels like I'm wearing a foundation. With her stick, I feel the foundation a little more, or think I feel it. Psychologically, that is what it is. In terms of lasting, if you have a long time to go and you're on your feet all day and you're running around, those of you that work a 16, 12, 13, 16-hour shift, this is not moving on me. It feels like I just put it on, and yes, I would agree that it has gotten better over time. This is a beautiful foundation. I have a lot of, I usually claim that Prada is the absolute best and cannot be beaten. I love the Prada foundation. Guess what? This just beat it. Prada was the favorite foundation I have ever tried. Give me a few weeks. Give me a few weeks. And I'm going to wear it every day, and I'm not a foundation person. I think this might be beating it. I can't believe I'm saying it. It's kind of fun when everyone's raving about something to be the reviewer who comes on and goes, actually, it's not so good. It's really, really, really good. Probably the best foundation I've ever tried. I mean, I didn't want to just be like agreeing and, you know, tushy kissing, but this is a darn good foundation. The only drawback I can find is coming from my audience. There are some of you saying you cannot find your shade or that the shades are too warm on you. Please keep that in mind. Other than that, don't really have a drawback. This is a darn pretty foundation. Let me keep wearing it for a few weeks before I tell you whether it beats Prada. I feel sad even saying that because Prada has been my beloved, the foundation, for so long. Hermes is a good foundation too, but oh boy. $69. I think it's reasonable for Westman Atelier. I thought this was going to be $100. It's not that much product though, when you really look at it. That's a darn good foundation, folks. Let me have it in the comments. By now, you've probably tried it. If you are a makeup skincare junkie, you might have already tried it. Let's let it rip in the comments and tell me what you think. I want to hear everything. I love to connect with you guys there. But you can also connect with me over on Instagram and TikTok, Threads, and Facebook. Plus, you know, we have a membership right here on YouTube, right here, that we have lives every Friday that I host, and you can even watch on the replay if you can't make it. I'd love to see your face or your typing in comments there. I'd love to have you there. And let's connect, like I said, in comments. You guys, the amount of new products that I have coming out, I don't even know where to start. From Natasha Denona, Makeup by Mario, Patrick Starr, Patrick Ta, Chanel, my goodness. We've even got some Byredo coming, and Kulfi, and Guerlain has new stuff. I don't even know where to start, and you'll see it all here. So make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Give me a few weeks with this, and I'll let you know whether it replaces Prada.